Okay, this is card 1 of the Winterly Treetops class. This is the easiest one. I thought I would start with the easiest today. You're going to be cutting designer paper from the packet I gave you, the very front, and you will need both sheets that are in that pack. And one of them is going to be an exact match to this sample, but the other one is going to have different birds. So just letting you know that they're not exactly the same. And then the only things in your kit, you have stuff for 2 cards. So I'm only going to make one in the video, but you will be making 2. You need to stamp your greeting. I don't think I did anything on the inside of this one. You could put some birds in there. And then the only die cutting you have to do for this card is 2 of these little branches. And honestly, that's optional. You could leave that out. Okay, so I used this Thinking of You Always stamp, but I wanted to, just because I need more thank you cards, I'm going to use thank you. Let's cut our DSP first though. Okay, the designer paper is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So the easiest way to me is go to the 4 and then come down 2 little 16ths to the 8th, 3 7/8. And then I used all the bottom and cut off more of the top. So then I turned and went to 5 1/8. Again, go to 5, 2 little 16ths past, or it's the slightly bigger line. And then you could put that in the inside if you wanted, but that's your front piece. And then you could do it, because I put blue on this card, I'm going to try to stick with a bird that has some blue. So I'm going to do this one also. 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay. And then the greeting, I was just going to try a greeting from a different set because I wanted a thank you. And although we could just use, this one's a little too big, and as you'll see later, you could just isolate that thanks. But just to make things easier, I'm going to just use this other thank you that hopefully will fit in here. I haven't tested this. My thank yous from Everyday Greetings. And I just need thank you cards more than Thinking of You cards right now. So, all right, and then we'll cut our little dies. These are perfect for the mini machine. And yes, the reason I asked you guys if you had a mini machine or not, as you hopefully have discovered by now, is because I was trying to decide for your 6-month gift whether to give you new plates. I obviously need new plates myself. And some of you had it and some of you didn't. So, and some of you weren't going to get your 6-month gift this time. But if you did have a mini machine and you were due for your 6-month gift, you got this. That's why I asked that question. Okay. Mine are, when your plates, the more beat up they get, the harder they are to get them off. Okay. So there's our little pieces all ready to go. And now we just put our card together. See if I can make this lay flatter. You know, sometimes I just don't really lay flat until they've been sitting in an envelope for a while. Now, because this bird's a little higher on this one, on this pattern, I'll probably put my thank you over here. And by the way, I just stamped my greetings in black, but a misty moonlight would also have been pretty. That's the color of this background. Shoot, my runners are out of tape. Let me see if I have a different one. Okay, in between this video, I will restock those because I'm running low. This one's going to get me through this card. This one is Sometimes I give your mat, I make it so it's a 1/4 inch bigger all around. This one is a 1/16 inch bigger all around, so it's a little harder to line up, and I didn't do it perfectly, and that is okay because it's our handmade card. Oh, that sun is coming really brightly here. Now this edge though is a 1/4 inch. I mean, I cut it a 1/4 inch bigger, but it gives you about an 1/8 inch all around. And then we just pop that up on dimensionals. Hope this sun is not giving too crazy of shadows here. And then I'm gonna just glue these down. Looks like I may have used a glue dot before because I don't see them glued flat. Whichever you prefer. You just want to make sure your pieces aren't going over the edge. Oh, the sun is kind of blinding me, even though it's not in my eyes. I might have to go shut that blind. Okay, and then take your twine. This is the linen thread that comes in with this suite of products. There's navy, there's garden green, and there's Cajun craze, I believe. Now to attach this, I roll up a glue dot so it's not going to stick out underneath too much, and put it underneath there. And I kind of wedge it under that that piece too. So again, try not to have too much stick on the front of the card. And I tend to usually cut these shorter, but I kind of liked it long on that card. So it's up to you. And then the final step is to add the bling, which I'm looking for because I don't have it in my kit. Because I already had a pack, but I'll have to find it. I don't have it at the moment, but I used, there's like a slightly white one. That's what I used on mine. So that is card number 1.